Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.
And now,
صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
all right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All right, to all our viewers tuning in from wherever you are, a very warm welcome to our very first episode in Bits of Pods.
Round of applause, please.
And guys, today we have a very special guest on the show just for you, Ustazah Syakirah.
Welcome.
Thank you. Ahlan wa sahlan, my friends.
Ahlan. All right, so for the viewers who have yet to see Ustazah Syakirah on our social media pages or who don't know much about her, she is a staff of the Al-Khair Mosque. So Ustazah, thank you for joining us today in this show.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. And Brother Dan, I
Yes.
think before we dive into the topic
Uh-huh.
of this today's show, we should get to know a little bit about our guest. What do you say?
Okay, so I think it's not just us. I think the viewers want to know more about Ustazah Syakirah.
I agree with you
Yeah.
100%.
So Ustazah, can you tell us what are your roles in the Masjid Al-Khair?
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I work as a social media officer in Al-Khair. Alhamdulillah, it's been a few months. So I just joined Al-Khair during the COVID period actually.
Oh, Masya Allah. What a time to be in.
So fortunate to be in the team.
Mhm,
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
So as a social media officer, I do a lot of designing, poster designing, and also video editing. But mainly, I manage the social media platforms to like be to have that online presence in the community.
I see.
Inshallah.
Okay, mashallah. All right, so now we know who is behind all the posters in our social media.
Yeah. Masya
So
Allah.
all the good stuff that you see on our social media, it's done
Please
by
don't come
Ustazah Syakirah.
Attack me, okay?
I think she deserves a round of applause for that.
Masya Allah. Quite lovely.
All right, Ustazah. So let's just get to know you a little bit more in that sense. So can I just ask? So you said that you are doing the social media. You are in the social media department of the Al-Khair Mosque, right? So how did you actually? How did you be a part of the social media platform? Was it like you since you were young you decided to like you had the interest in social media, or was it that you were a madrasah student and by the time you finished your education and upon graduation you decided, oh, maybe I want to try something new, and that's how you came about here?
Oh, okay. So yes, I've been. I graduated from Madrasah Al-Junaid. I learned there for about 12 years.
Oh, Masya Allah.
Alhamdulillah, 12 years
Alhamdulillah.
since primary school, then secondary to pre-U life. And then after graduation, I pursue my study in Brunei Darussalam.
Oh, Brunei, mashallah,
Mashallah.
mashallah.
Alhamdulillah, I
what a
took
place to be.
tafsir and hadith.
Okay.
So you could say that I've been exposed to Islamic education since young, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
So you mentioned that you've been in the asatiza, in the religious backgrounds for 12 years. But what made you switch your career path in a way that you pursue your career to be in the how do I say this mass comm department instead of being in the mosque and giving tazkiras and stuff?
I understand. Oh, okay. So so I think mainly because that's my passion and my interest, right?
Yeah.
So I don't find it contradicting with being an asatiza. Being a student of Islamic knowledge, and you become just like how you mentioned, you straight away become an ustazah or even a preacher, something like that. So I find it. I'm very passionate about social media and also editing. So there's no contradiction. Okay, so and also because I want to get exposure and networking because this is my first job, right?
Yes.
So I want to get that kind of
Exposure.
So you're
exposure.
building it for yourself in that sense, right?
Yes,
Okay.
hopefully, and Alhamdulillah, I've learned a lot
Alhamdulillah.
being here.
But where do you learn to I mean
All these editing
yeah,
skills, and how
where-
do you pick it up?
Oh, okay. So just as how I'm passionate about editing and all, so I train myself to watch tutorials on YouTube. You know how easy it is for us to access
Yeah, yeah.
this, right? Yeah. So I watch videos and taught myself this stuff.
Oh,
Alhamdulillah.
mashallah. So self-learning, you can say
Self-taught.
self-learning. Yeah.
Allah.
And everything nowadays is on the internet, so
Correct.
like there is exposure, like
Right,
we have the
yeah.
exposure to learn from the internet itself.
I believe like if you have if you have passion to do something, it will be easier for you
True,
to pick
true.
up all the skills. Yeah.
And you will find a way.
Yeah.
And when challenges come your way, you will tend to you will have the motivation to
Correct,
beat
correct.
that challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mashallah, it's a good. It's good to know that you can actually be from the religious background, but yet you can chase your dreams. In that sense, and it need not be in the religious background.
yes.
Yeah.
True.
But also keeping in mind that while doing it, you are also contributing to the community.
Okay, just now you said like by this can contribute to the society, right? So yes, I believe Islam is applicable to our daily life. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes. Have
course.
you ever heard of like the famous Islam is the way of life?
Yes, that quote. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
correct.
that's it, right? So when you wake up from the in the morning till you go to sleep, you were taught basic supplications.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's no contradiction actually to where you need to go.
Where and when? It's
Where
like,
and when.
Yeah. It's like right after you wake up, you can already apply it. Like in a sense, yeah.
Yeah, correct. And also, I want the point I want to say here is there's no in Islam. Islam can be fit into any sectors.
Yes, no matter what sector it is, whatever not. Yeah.
Yeah, and okay, for example, as I work in social media department, right? So, for example, I can give you is we need to have that discipline and that amanah. Like, okay, now we work from home during the COVID,
Correct,
right?
correct.
And then we have to submit timesheets.
So
So
timesheet,
in
yeah.
that way, we need to be accountable and
Yes.
also honest, like
Correct.
how many hours we work on that day and stuff like that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's how we can apply Islam in our daily life, and
Yes,
it's
yes.
not at all outdated,
Actually, it's true.
Because some people say like Islam is traditional
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like
I
that.
think it's more of the culture that is traditional.
True, and they
sorry. Yeah.
you just have to.
Yeah, I have to. Sorry.
Okay, and then like in Islam, if you go back to the Quran and Sunnah, actually you can learn a lot about the stories
Yes, yes.
from the Prophet, the time of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi
Sallallahu
wasallam, and
alaihi
also the previous prophets, right? So we can learn perseverance, sabr, and also like how they go through the hardships,
Hardships, yes.
hardships
right. True.
and stuff like that. Okay, and so I don't find it contradicting to work in a sector that is not like the
Religious,
normal religious, right? Okay, as long as it does not contradict, and also because Islam actually taught us to be to do our best
Yes,
to
that's true,
strive
that's
for
true.
excellence
Correct.
in our dunya and also akhirat.
Okay. So we can say that it's a way to reach out to the community in that
True.
sense.
In
right?
a sense,
Yeah.
in a sense, like dakwah, like
Yeah,
no
yeah.
matter where you are, just by showing your how do I say your adab or what, it's a way of Islam.
Correct,
You know,
correct.
So when people see, inshallah, you'll be motivated and mashallah.
Yes. And also one thing I realized, like I realized from what Ustazah Syakirah said. She mentioned the thing about timesheets.
Yeah.
Timesheets, like we might not think about it. Like I am doing it, you are doing it.
Yeah.
And it comes to us naturally, but we don't realize that we are actually applying Islam to our daily
Correct.
routine.
True.
Yeah. Anyone can
Yeah.
just write anyhow in
Yeah,
time
yeah,
sheet and
yes,
say we
yes,
work for these
yes.
hours and these
True
hours,
lah,
but
true.
actually, but Islam we do practice integrity and stuff. Yeah. So that's really applying to it, mashallah.
Okay. So Ustazah, can you just tell us a little bit about, since you said you are from the social media you're handling the social media
Yeah.
platforms and stuff like that, right? So just give us a brief idea of what you are doing right now and what's your future plans. How do you want to see the platforms grow of Al-Khair Mosque?
Oh, inshallah, inshallah. Okay, so I will brief through a bit lah
Boleh.
what we have so far.
Can.
Okay, so we have mainly we post announcement and also like motivational quotes and stuff like that on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, we post there daily. And also, other than Facebook and Instagram, we have platform like TikTok. You know the trend nowadays,
Oh, yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
So we actually try to fit tafsir bite-sized contents.
To make it easier for the people, I mean, for the community
True,
to
especially the youth.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
youth
Yes,
nowadays
yes,
they go to
correct.
TikTok, right? Yeah, and also other than TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, we have what do we have as? What else do we have?
Spotify.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
of course. We have
Spotify.
Spotify and YouTube. You know why? Because we want to promote this.
All right.
Talking
So
about that, actually I want to. This is just a thought that is
Came to
just,
your mind?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just came to my
Okay.
mind. I want to know about what, if I may ask lah, what's your plan for this podcast actually?
mana boleh?
Why
Can lah, why not?
Suddenly we become the interviewee.
Yeah.
No problem. You know, the viewers might want to know.
We're not
Okay,
prepared,
okay.
but
I think we can give you a shot. We can give you a shot.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Okay, I mean,
So,
tafadhal.
I will give a brief description about like how we came up with this idea of the podcast. So it's a general idea for our viewers as well.
Correct, inshallah.
Okay, so I think this is not too long ago lah. It's recent. You know, we during the nights of Ramadan,
during the
the
Qiyam
last
nights.
10 nights Qiyam nights. Yes.
Yes.
So me, myself, and brother Dan, we were helping out the mosque to do like safe entry and ushering and ad hoc duties on the last 10 nights. Yeah. So during those 10 nights, like we had some mini discussions amongst ourselves during our free time.
Yes.
We were like thinking, how can we contribute to the community? We always have been wanting to contribute to the community, but we just didn't know how to go about doing it.
So I can say that's your passion lah.
Yeah, you can say it's something that we love to do lah. So in that sense, you can say it's our passion. And we wanted to reach out to the community and like share our views and stuff like that. But we are actually thankful to Masjid Al-Khair for giving us this platform. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. So and today we are here with this idea of a podcast whereby we will be sharing with you about the views of an asatiza as well as the secular. It's a combination of both. It's something new in that sense.
Yeah. Want to make it relatable to
Yes.
the public, right?
How we
Correct,
can
correct.
relate
Yes.
like asatiza, their views, how we can relate it to our secular views, and apply it to our daily life, like how you mentioned just now.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how we came up with this podcast.
Okay, so I think that's a very good plan about this podcast, and I really, up till now, I really enjoy my time here.
Alhamdulillah.
And I feel like I want to highlight your point about pursuing passion.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think as long as we know our barriers and the like we always say the halal and haram, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I think Islam does not forbid us from doing that.
Correct.
No, not I think. It's a fact that
It's a
Islam
fact.
does not forbid us
Definitely lah.
from doing that. As long as we know lah the boundaries, and also it's best to seek the advice and also the advice from our friends and family, especially our parents. To get their blessings and things like that, right? Da'wah, you know da'wah, right?
Yes.
So da'wah is not just limited to going out and preaching, talk about tauhid, talk about pray.
correct.
Now you pray, something like that. It's not all about the talks, It's about the action.
True.
Oh, mashallah. Yes.
So-
That is
so
true.
The phrase that action speaks louder than words.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes,
Yes, exactly. Then everything goes back to our intention, right?
Yes.
You
I agree.
I was told that the tagline of this podcast is actually for the ummah.
Yes.
it right?
Right. That's right.
So I can say everything that we do, we always get back to our intentions.
Only lah.
Mm.
Inshallah.
That's true. just highlighting on that. Okay, so you mentioned about like dakwah is not about just preaching and stuff. And like social media, we can all agree that social media is growing so fast. And then there are so many platforms that are coming out. Everyone is trying something new.
Correct.
So how what we want to do is actually to deliver the message through social media, because the power of social media is actually very strong.
Yes,
strong.
very strong.
This era of digital.
True.
Correct. Now in this
And
era,
with the
lagi,
pandemic like COVID,
yeah, everyone's on the internet.
yes,
you know?
yes.
Yes, correct.
People are at home. I'm sure our viewers, I'm sure they would love to be part of the mosque, like be there live to attend the prayer sessions, the kuliahs, and
But
stuff.
make sure you don't pray online.
Yes, good.
Alright, so
Yeah.
okay. So yeah. So that being said, like we wanted to try something different lah. And maybe I guess, like I said, Alhamdulillah for the experience, that we are able to reach out to the community using this podcast.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. I feel like this is a really good initiative, and hopefully it will reach a large audience.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Alamak, time runs out so fast.
Oh ya Allah.
I wish we could go on now. We were just having so much fun. But I'm afraid we are running out of time for today's show. But it's a pleasure to have you with us today, Ustazah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Ustazah.
And just a short takeaway for our viewers,
Yeah.
that you should go out there and pursue your dreams. We should all pursue our dreams.
Correct.
But we just have to be a little wary of doing it the right way.
Correct.
We should do it the right way.
As long as it doesn't go against the religion.
Yes,
yeah.
that's right. That's
Correct.
absolutely right. And I think Islam can be it can be fun. Like you can make pursue your dreams. You can have fun, but just like stay within the boundaries.
Correct. I mean, in Malay they say Islam itu mudah, tapi jangan ambil mudah.
Yeah, that's absolutely
Correct.
right lah. Yeah, correct.
You want to say in Bengali? No, just joking.
I think we will pass on that.
Yeah,
But okay, so yes, to our viewers, meanwhile, do check out our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram at Al-Khair Mosque. We have plenty of content coming up for you over this busy period of time.
Correct.
And yes, thank you again for your time, Ustazah. And
Thank
we
you.
will definitely be looking forward
Inshallah.
to the events that are going to happen on the social media.
Thank you.
And we
inshallah.
will be there to support you, and I'm sure our viewers will be there to support us too.
Yes. Please do drop like, all the YouTube
Yeah,
call
give
to
the thumbs
actions.
up,
Thumbs
share.
up, subscribe, and
Yeah,
everything.
whatever
They
not.
put in a lot of effort in this.
Alright, okay, so keep up the good work, Ustazah. Jazakallah khair.
Yeah.
And on that note, we will wrap up our first episode here. We look forward to having your company in the next episode right here, same time, same day, same place.
Same people, not
Same
me.
people, but
With a
different.
Different guests,
different
more
guests.
prominent guests.
Correct. Masya Allah.
Alright, so on that note, I'm your host, Awar bin Haider,
And I'm your second host, Daniel Shafiq.
and we are signing off. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.